I'm Elizabeth.
I'm Rashmi, and we did petroleum. So, petroleum occasionally bubbles to the surface of the earth. For example, in parts of Saudi Arabia and Iraq, porous rock allows oil to seep to the surface in small ponds, but most of the oil on earth is trapped in underground oil reservoirs. So, petroleum transmission pipelines transport crude oil to about 140 refineries in the United States, where it's processed using technological advances like automation, cogeneration, and solvent extraction systems. Once they're refined, the products are transported by barge, truck, or pipeline to service stations for marketing or distribution. Petroleum can be converted into electricity to use as energy via two methods. One is the conventional steam, where oil is burned to heat water to create steam to generate electricity. And the other one is combustion turbine, where oil is burned under pressure to produce hot exhaust gases, which spin a turbine to generate electricity. So, the chemical structure of petroleum is that it's composed of different hydrocarbons, and these hydrocarbons are mostly alkanes, cycloalkanes, and various aromatic hydrocarbons, while the other organic compounds contain nitrogen, oxygen, and sulfur. And it also contains trace amounts of metals such as iron, nickel, copper, and vanadium.
Okay, so petroleum is used pretty much all over the world. It's one of the most common resources that is used. And although California is the most populated state in the US, it has the lowest per capita total energy consumption because we're all about being green. And so um, here's a diagram, and it shows where the main petroleum resources are. So that's in Russia, in the US, and in Saudi Arabia. And then the US is the highest burner of fossil fuels, where Norway is the lowest.
So, in regards to the environment and economics, um, petroleum is said to be the main cause of global warming because uh, producing it releases excess amounts of carbon dioxide and methane, which trap heat into the atmosphere, creating the greenhouse effect. Um, it also contains trace amounts of sulfur and nitrogen compounds, which are dangerous themselves, but if they react with the environment, they can produce secondary poisonous chemicals, which are harmful not only for humans, but for other plant life and other species on Earth. Um, the most visible source of petroleum pollution are oil tanker spills, which can happen in the ocean and can negatively impact the marine life. Um, Pipeline and oil well accidents are common. Unregulated industrial waste and leaking underground storage tanks also contaminate large areas of soil, making them economically useless as well as dangerous to the health of organisms in the area. The companies who produce and distribute petroleum benefit the most economically, as many people rely on petroleum in their daily lives and pay a lot to obtain it.
Okay, so lastly, for our summary, we talked about the pros and cons of petroleum. And so one of the pros is that petroleum is in a liquid state, so it makes it easy to transport either by truck or by boat. But then a con about its transportation is that the spills are a lot higher um, and more likely to occur, for example, than nuclear accidents. And when spills do occur, it makes the area highly flammable and it affects the wildlife. Petroleum has many uses, such as powering vehicles, power generators, and heavy equipment, which are used a lot, especially in the US. It's relatively cheap and easy to extract, and its high density allows us to use less petroleum to power more. Some more cons are that it contributes to the environmental pollution and global warming, and petroleum is non-renewable, so it's quickly depleted.
Thank you.
Thank you.